I know you're frustrated. I know you've had loads of lessons from conventional teaching pros. I know you've read all the conventional golf books, you know, by Tiger Woods, Jack Nicklaus, blah, blah, blah. But you're still not getting any better. Maybe it's time to do something different. Maybe it's time to try and figure it out for yourself. Maybe it's time to look into the things that are just taken as given in a golf swing, but that really aren't. That's why you need to subscribe to MIGMATIS Golf, because we cover all of those things. We look outside the box for answers. And if you're getting frustrated with conventional golf instruction, this is the place for you. And amongst all those things we do is we review golf books that are little known. That's what's coming up. Alright guys, MIGMATIS Golf, here we are with another Read to Improve book review. If you watched the previous video, I alluded to a book that was recommended to me by one of my subscribers, and I am so glad that they did, because this is another little gem. I don't think I would have come across this book on my own. And you know, some of these really fantastic golf books that aren't written by extremely famous people, they're almost written by people that are experts in other fields. They can bring a lot to our wealth of knowledge. And you know, I'm a firm believer in everything that's outside the box, and this is no different. So I'll just give you the title. So it's Decoding the Golf Swing Plane. That's what it looks like. The Striking Plane Swing Model. So this guy has basically come up with a different terminology, and the author, I'm not going to even try and butcher this name. I'm just going to like spell it out for you, because I believe it's Chinese. Don't shoot me if it's not. It's Xichao Mo, M-O. So whatever that is, maybe somebody could leave a comment, let me know how you pronounce that. With Dan Courtney. So the title, Decoding the Golf Swing Plane. And basically what it's about is there's all kinds of different planes that people look at when they're studying golf swings. The shaft plane, the shoulder plane, the arm plane, the club head plane. There's all these different kind of planes, and different instructors you know, swear by different philosophies or different planes that the golf club should travel on. But really, this guy, who's some kind of scientist, by the way, clever guy, he's figured it out, okay? He has figured out that really the golf club travels on many planes, okay? Three-dimensional planes, really, okay? And believing that the club should just travel on one plane or on two planes or whatever is ridiculous. It doesn't. But there are certain things, obviously, that you need to do with the golf club. So he demystifies the so-called golf swing plane. And, you know, it's a great little book. He gives you little drills and all that to get into the right positions. And he kind of tells you what most of the pros do at impact. That's all the same, okay? Where they get the shaft back to at impact, or the club head back to at impact. And that's all that really matters. Many different types of planes you can swing the golf club back and through on, but at impact you need to be in a certain position. So as with all my books, I love giving you little teasers, and there's a brilliant one in this book. This blew my mind, because people always struggle to figure out how to take the club away. Okay, if you get that first 3, 4, 5 feet correct, or take it away within certain parameters, then a lot of good things happen. It's not to say things can't go wrong from there, but it's less likely that things will go really awry from a good takeaway. So he has a little drill to get your brain to understand really easily how the club should be moved back, okay? And it's so simple, it baffled me. So that's what's coming up next. One more time, Decoding the Golf Swing Plane, the Striking Plane Swing Model by, I spelled it out for you, Xichao Mo, or however you pronounce that. Sorry, really sorry. If it's any consolation, you've written a brilliant book, my man, with Dan Courtney. Fantastic book, pretty short read, few illustrations. What more can you ask for? Yet again, one of those underrated golf books that probably hasn't sold that many copies, nobody's ever heard of, nobody's really teaching, but I believe this chap has unlocked something that not many people know about. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you again soon with another Read to Improve. Just remember, it's important to read, fill your brain, as well as getting muscle memory and hitting balls. You need to educate yourself on everything to do with golf, especially golf swing techniques, etc. See you later. Alright guys, as promised, here's the little teaser about the book. This is ingenious. I can't believe that more pros don't teach this. So, a lot of people obviously hear a lot of talk about the swing plane. They know the importance of taking the club back on the correct swing plane. They can't really get a picture in their mind of how to do that. Well, here's an example of a little trick that the book gives you that is fantastic. Imagine I just stand straight up and down like this with my arms hanging down and the club straight out in front of me. As you can see, it almost lays flat on this table, right? If I just turn, it moves along the table. I need to move this chair. Hang on a sec. I got a towel on here so I don't scratch my table. There we are, just there's no bend at the hips, straight up and down. I turn. When I get to here, if I want the club to go back any further, there has to be a bit of an arm lift. You see that? So from about here, so once I get 90 degrees from address, if I want to go any further, I have to get a bit of an arm lift. But this initial part, this initial bit here, what is it, the 6 feet or something that the club travels, is just straight along that table. Well, it's no different in your golf swing except that you're just bent over. So just imagine the table at an incline and the first few feet that you take the club away are along that table. So to get a feel for what it's like, just practice this. Just practice on a table like this, first few feet, just that. The wrists aren't doing anything. Okay, I'm just turning the club away, the butt end is still pointing at the same part of my body, my navel, and I'm just turning, the one-piece takeaway. I'm not lifting, I'm not sinking the club into the ground, into the table, sorry, I'm just turning the club, tracing it along that table. Brilliant. That's the little teaser for you. Practice that and it will get you to understand how you need to take the club away. All right, hope you enjoyed it.